And that's also a rarity. I don't think I've heard a soul say a word about tires.
And that's a beautiful thing.
It is. It really is. I know. Oh, what's this all about? Man, he's got something.
Whoa, trouble for Hamlin.
The right front tire is headed toward the infield, right where he is.
What in the world?
Looks like the steering locked to the left, all the way to the left.
I don't know. I was racing hard there at the end with our Pennzoil Ford, and Kyle and I usually race really well together. Usually never have any issues, and he tried to pin me down into the corner underneath Brad, and we about crashed on entry, and then I was still trying to gather it up by the center, and I was going to spin out, so I'm trying to chase it up, and he was there. So obviously nothing intentional, but obviously he thinks that. So I don't know. We'll move on.
Any blows landed between the two of you?
None to me.
Yeah, Joey was quickly pulled away from the center of the fight, which involved Kyle Busch and members of Joey Logano's crew.
39 of Josh Wise looked like he got it turned around. He got a little bit of dirt coming back out onto the track as he came back out onto the race surface. We do have our first caution flag flying as a result, as we've completed just 3 of the 200 laps. Go back and show you exactly what happened. Yeah, he's loose.
Yeah, you get up off of turn 4. A lot of times you call push out to the wall. You go give. Oh my goodness, man!
Tell you what, Travis Pastrana would have been proud of that in one of his jumps.
And look how well the car held up.
Yeah.
Eric Jones leading. What could possibly go wrong? The lights going out.
John Hunter Nemechek with a tire rub. We were concerned about it making it to the finish. And that's a break for that young man. Hello.
Love to hear the communication from the spotter stand on this. Lights or no lights, the celebration is on at the Desert Mile. Eric Jones with his 3rd win of the year and a record-breaking performance. Win number 13 in 2014 for Kyle Busch Motorsports.
Let's see how Ryan Preece is even going to make it back around.
No, that's
heavy damage to the nose.
He's got oil coming out there.
Probably caution.
What a shame. And now fluid debris has put us under caution at lap 273. And Preece makes the cut. Yikes.
I think he had his eyes on the 12 of Blaney trying to clear him and just did not realize that B.J. McLeod was turning into his pit stall right there.
One lane. Outside. Clear to the grass. Up.
McLeod about stopped.
You don't get a better view than that.
And now all that smoke, most of that's probably from busted the radiator and the oil cooler, whatever's in that corner right there.
We don't have any business being out in the rain, period. So, all I can say is this is the worst decision that we've ever made in our sport that I've been a part of. And I've never felt more unsafe in my whole racing career, period.
All right, we got 1 lap to go.
White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And here it is. Here's the move.
Look at this. Contact. Did they make contact?
No, it's pretty close, but this is going to be a drag race.
Last gasp, turn 3, last lap. Traffic ahead. Kyle Busch the leader.
Look at this.
Carl Edwards right there. Moves him to win it. Carl Edwards bump and dump and run.
Oh, God.
How did he pull that off?
That's a teammate.
He drove a great race.
Oh,
Amazing race.
He did.
He worked traffic perfectly. He was looking in his mirror. He was doing everything he needed to do.
Not sure he expected that either.
Taking home the checkered flag. Today's Sunoco fueling victory for Carl.
Running at 21st spot, and oh my goodness, what's come out of the grandstand? There's not a beach in a couple of 100 miles from here.
This ain't no beach party, I can tell you.
No.
Now, I don't know who thought that, but
if that beach ball stays out there long, it's going to have a short life. Yeah, it's in turn 2. It's about to become Flat Stanley.
What was that ball that Dale Jr. had in his car with him for a while?
Oh, Wilson, the volleyball.
Wilson.
That's not Wilson.
That's son of Wilson.
Ward Burton, that 22 car, I think he's really paying the price of those older tires. I know we've had cars out there, hey, we got a battle for the lead, guys. Going off into turn 3. Ricky Craven, Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to stay on that rear bumper. They got Terry Labonte kicked up to the high side.
And by the way, it was Michael Waltrip that ate the beach ball on the back straightaway.
Is that who got it?
Oh, yeah.
On the way to break, we saw that hat on the track. The hat on the track did not belong to the cat in the hat. Page Dr. Seuss, please.
Yes, I see the hat. I'm glad I see the cat because I was a little worried.
Hey, here's a fellow who thinks that is Jack Roush's hat. Oof. Dale Jr.
And you'll see right here, when the jack drops, it's Carl's sign to leave, and the crew member's trying to get it out of the back window, but just doesn't do it. I mean, that's as much of an effort as you can give as a crew member trying to get that wrench out.
I wonder, Andy Petrie, would taking equipment out of the box include dragging a crewman out of the box?
Well, I don't know if the crewman counts as part of the equipment, but as you can see, that at least part of that wrench was still in the car. But even if not, that would still have been a penalty because they carried that equipment outside of the pit box before they removed it.
Matt, what's the atmosphere?
Okay, everything has happened here tonight, but we are on.
So we're on Fox, FS1. I mentioned Lake Marion. That's named for Francis Marion, the swamp fox of the Revolutionary War. David Pearson was the silver fox. Had a lot of wins here at Darlington. We could go on and on.
I couldn't believe Sauter saved his truck, but I darn sure couldn't believe Hornaday did. He had those back tires smoking all the way down to the grass to keep it going in the right direction.
What do you think Todd Bodine was thinking while all this was happening? He's like, oh yeah,
he never saw it. He was so far behind, he never saw it. Watch this out. Look how close these two are. Hornaday to the inside. They've got to deal with this lap traffic. And the lap traffic is side by side, so Hornaday just tries to move up the hill.
I think he got sideways before he even got there. That's why he made contact with Johnny Sauter. He got sideways. He got sideways right there, had to chase his truck up the hill.
Look how sideways those guys are. They're wrecked.
They're crashed. They crashed.
Both of them are completely sideways through 3 and 4. Right along with Johnny Sauter. You're going to be facing the infield here in just a moment.
You can hear the contact.
Look at Hornaday.
And Sauter made contact with the outside wall.
Our Sprint Unlimited camera, which traveled over and across the track, had a drive cable, not a cable, but a piece of nylon and fabric rope that helped to move that camera along its catenary. Now, here it is, overhanging the track at turn 4. The first car coming is going to be Kyle Busch. That's going to catch in his right front wheel well, and it's just going to whipsaw the fender behind the wheel well. Now, where is it going to go? Watch Mark Martin right here. He's going to come along, pick up that cable. It's going to do a little damage to the left rear of his car. There it is in the air. It's going to catch on Mark's car, and then it's going to go underneath Marcus Ambrose's car. You see the camera getting kicked, the cable getting kicked up into the air, off to the side, and it's going to hook underneath Ambrose's car where it severs a brake line. There it is again, moving between Martin's car and the yellow and black number 9 of Ambrose.
He's got one more lap to deal with Brad Keselowski. Keselowski fights back on the inside.
Whatever happens now, this race will be
touch. Keselowski gets into Edwards. They save it. Drag race down the backstretch now.
That's that half car length I was talking about. They both survived it. Let's see what happens in turn 3.
Reed Sorensen waiting in the wings. Here's Keselowski on the inside. Carl Edwards, can he make it stick on the outside? Brad thought he had the best car all night. Took the inside line on the restart. This is going to be down to the wire. Oh, they touched. He spun out. Carl gets into Keselowski. Carl Edwards will win.
That's it. Checker flag. Good job, man. You are the man. He deserves it. Good job.
I just hope Keselowski's okay here. That was a hard hit, guys. That was ugly.
Direct behind you. Just slow it down. Slow.
That has all the looks of
electrical
fire.
Yeah, something electrical in the car caught on fire. And I mean, that smoke like that, electrical fire like that, will choke you to death.
He was running 18th.
Obviously, he's had a frustrating year, and this was one that I think he thought he might be able to break out of that frustration, but obviously not.
Yeah.
You know, I've had oil smoke and stuff like that before in a car with blowing up. I've never had an electrical fire. Damn, it choked me out. I couldn't breathe. I bailed out. The damn thing starts rolling, so I had to reach in and put it in gear. It's a great start to
the backup truck. How was that set you guys back, and what do you anticipate here in qualifying?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think we're going to be okay. But
that was exciting, by the way.
Yeah, that's the first time I saw it. That's why I was kind of looking off camera. But yeah, just I got in there and I cared about as much speed as you would on a sprint car slide job. And obviously, these things weigh 2,000 more pounds and it didn't stick. But we'll be okay. I think in a backup, I feel like here, if anywhere, this is one place you can get away with it. So we'll be all right. First lap's going to be here in qualifying, but we got an early pill draw, which is going to be good. So we'll see how this Cooper Standard Ford F-150 drives and think we can still get it done tonight.
He's one of our favorites. That's